weather looks awful today, so let's talk about something else. Hey guys, what's up? I hope you guys are doing good. So since it's raining outside, I thought of doing a different kind of video. And in this video, I'll be covering up what kind of equipments I use for my vlogging and my filming. So let's begin with this. Before I even start off with showing you guys what I use for my vlogs, I just want to say a thing. In filming, or especially in vlogging, gear doesn't matter at all. What really matters is what kind of content you deliver to your audience. That is the thing that really matters. For example, if you scroll down to your Instagram feed or your Facebook feed, you see lots of videos and you watch it because it's funny, it's motivational, and you really don't care about the quality of the video. You care about the content and you watch it because it's funny or it's motivational or it's whatever. So without wasting much of your time, let's begin with what I really use for vlogging. The first thing and the most important thing that I use for my vlogging is my phone. It's a Xiaomi Mi A1, and most of the time lapses that you see on my vlogs are shot from this phone. It shoots at 1080p and even at 4K, so it does a decent job of shooting videos and even photos. So I use this phone mostly for my time lapse. The second thing that I use for my vlogging is this little camera right here. It's a Samsung Galaxy camera, and I use this as a secondary camera to the camera that I'm shooting with this right now. It does the exact job of my primary camera that I'm shooting with right now. So this is my perfect alternative to this camera. It shoots at 1080p as well. That is the full HD mode. And plus you can use this camera in the manual mode as well. So that's the great thing about this camera. And thirdly, what I use for my vlogging, especially moto vlogging, is this Gopro Hero 4 Silver Edition. It shoots in 1080p and even 4K, but I don't think this 4K is a true 4K, but anyway, it shoots in 1080p perfectly. The reason why I really like the GoPro Hero 4 Silver over the GoPro Hero 4 Black Edition is that it has a screen, and GoPro Hero 4 Black Edition doesn't have a screen, though it shoots in 4K. And for me, 4K doesn't matter right now. What matters is it must have a screen so I can preview my stuffs. And with the GoPro Hero 4, I use this mic right here. And all the audios that you hear from the GoPro while I'm riding the bike is recorded from this mic right here. It's a cheap mic, and I guess it cost around like 600 bucks on Amazon. So it's a perfect alternative to the original GoPro Hero 4 mic, which cost around like 4,000. The only downside of using this mic is that it records in mono mode. You can only hear from one ear, but later on you can always add a double layer of your voice in the post-production, I mean, and you can hear from both the ears, but I really don't do that because it takes lots of time. And the only upside of using an original GoPro Hero 4 mic is that it records in stereo mode, but it's okay for right now. And with all the cameras that I use and time lapses I take, I use this tripod right here. It's called the Gorilla Pod, and people have been asking me, Daju tyo makura jaste kuni ke huncha ni? And that makura jaste kuni ke is this thing right here. It's called Gorilla Pod. I had a jobby one, but something was up with that thing, so I bought this one. It recently got delivered, and I guess this is a perfect alternative to the jobby one. If you are new to this vlogging, I really don't recommend using a jobby Gorilla Pod, but I recommend using these cheap ones. It cost around like 700 bucks on eBay, and it does a perfect job of jobby as well. Plus, if you are not using a heavy camera, and if you are using your phone or your mirrorless camera as vlogging camera, I really recommend using this one and not the jobby one, because it saves a lot of your money and you can invest it in later on to something else. And yeah, that's the thing. And if you guys want to buy a Gorilla Pod, I recommend you guys to go for the ones with the ball head, which means like you can rotate this Toko anywhere you like, and it saves a lot of your angle plus your energy and your time. So go for the cheap Gorilla Pods which have ball head on it. Last but not the least, I use my SMK helmet on my everyday riding. I bought this helmet I guess 8 to 9 months ago and cost around like 4,500 on motocentral.com. It's a cheap helmet, plus it looks premium, so that's the good side of this helmet. I thought of doing a full review on this helmet, but there are already lots of content on YouTube, and before buying this helmet you can watch them. The good thing about this helmet is that you get a pin lock for free, which stops your visor from fogging, so that's really the plus point of this helmet and the reason I bought this helmet. So you guys must be wondering what is my main camera that I'm using right now. The camera that I'm using as my primary camera right now is a Nikon or Nikon P510, and it shoots in 1080p at 30 frames per second. The reason why I'm using this camera as my primary camera right now is because It has a good contrast and a good color to the footage that I use on all my vlogs, and later on post-production I really don't have to do anything about the footage that I've shot with this camera. So right now I'm using this camera as my primary camera. I'm really thinking of upgrading into something else later on, but till then I'm using this camera as my primary camera. So hey guys, that was it about all the things that I use for my vlogging. And if you guys are new to this vlogging or want to start up a channel of your own, I really recommend you guys to firstly start off with your phone and then buy a bigger camera. And if you are into motovlogging for the first time or want to start motovlogging, I really don't recommend you guys to go for GoPros. I suggest you guys to go for SJ cams and not GoPros, because SJ cam is 50% cheaper than GoPros, and plus it does the exact thing as GoPros. So I really recommend you guys to go for SJ cams. That is if you are new to motovlogging. So with that said, thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I helped some of you guys. But if you still have any question, you can drop your question down below. I'll try to answer it as soon as possible. So thank you for watching.